If you want to increase your engagement on social media, you need to be posting every single day in your stories. And here's why. The stories create urgency. They only stay out there for 24 hours. So you want to make sure you're opening your store every day. And part of opening your store is posting in your stories. And they always should be a combination of lifestyle, lifestyle and product. And you don't have to do product every day, okay? That's up to you. I typically do, but 2 to 3 times a week is sufficient. But make sure you always open your store and you have some lifestyle. And I always try to create a little story out of it. So I love to work out in the gym. So this is an example. I might pop on, do a short video. Good morning, hope you're having a great day. Here I am, another day. And I might say something uplifting. And then there might be a still shot of me lifting a weight and a still shot of me, I don't know, walking. And it would be a story then, right? I would have 1, 2, 3 video photos to put into my story, and then maybe a couple things about Sugar Stop or the Skinny Drops. Okay, so I think you're getting that. It's super, super important to be posting in your story. So here is some key things in your story that you'll want to make sure that you're doing. It should not take a lot of time. Keep them really, really simple, okay? They like movement. The customers love to see movement in the story, but you don't need to have movement on every single, I'll call the slide, on every single slide or panel. Put it on 1 or 2. Make the messaging super, super clear. If you look at a story and it has some movement, all kinds of words, a bunch of stickers, your eye doesn't know where to go and the customer is like, I'm out. They just walk away. Mentally, they are checked out. You want to be able to look at that and say, what am I telling the customer? They should know within 1 second what you are telling the customer, okay? So if I'm in the gym and I'm lifting weights, it's gonna say, good morning, that's probably it, or something a little more catchy with like a curiosity. Oh my gosh, I'm getting this done because something to create some curiosity, okay? Let's see, music is great in stories, that's a fabulous one. I'm looking at my notes, polls. Make sure everything is relatable. You want your story to be you. You want it to be authentic and you want it to be your brand, okay? If you're going to put a quote in there, make it sure it's something that speaks to you because you want the customer to get to know who you are and your brand, all right? But I can't say enough about the marketing and what these look like. You don't want to overkill it with music, stickers, movement. Make it super, super clean so they see the picture and they clearly know what the message is. You want them to be able to read it and to absorb it. They literally have 1 second, probably even less, to catch them in. That's it. That's all you have. So here it is. Here's the story. They're either going to stop and read what you say or they're going to click, and go on to the next person. Our attention span on social media is like a nano gnat, right? It's just not long anymore and it continues to decrease and decrease. Let's see what else I can tell you. Repeat. You may be bored out of your mind about talking about the Skinny Drops in your story. Your customer isn't. You might be bored. They say it takes 7 to 10 times for somebody to see something about a product or an idea before they even remotely think about taking action. Now, somebody once told me just recently that it was 20 times. Things move fast. Just repeat. It's okay if you're using the same photos. You can recycle those twice a week. Just change the wording. I call that just keeping on hand what we call B-roll. Have lots of photos of things and they're just kept in your photos in your phone. It's all called B-roll. You may not use it for 2-3 months and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I want to use this wording and here's all these photos. Get a lot of B-roll and just change the wording. Repeat. It is okay to do that because remember, 7 to 10 times before the customer even thinks about taking action on something. Okay, let's see what else I can tell you. Oh, this is super important. You will get likes, you'll get hearts, you'll get views in your story. It only stays out there for 24 hours. So if you have something in your story that just blew up, you're like, oh my gosh, I got over 100 people that viewed it. What I do is I go into my story quick and I screenshot. I scroll, I screenshot, I scroll. I'm scrolling on all the people that liked it or viewed it. And then I oddly write them all down. And then I will follow up with each one of them. And here's what I'll say in my direct messenger. Hey, Julie, thank you for loving, on my Facebook story about X. Okay. Hey, Julie, thank you for liking on my Facebook story about the skinny drops. Hope you're having a beautiful day. These skinny drops have changed my life and da 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 da. Or I might just go in and say, thank you for loving on my Facebook post. I see that you love to garden too. What is your favorite thing to grow in your garden? It is all about engaging and giving thank you to your viewers, okay? And that's where the magic happens. It doesn't really happen in the story where all of a sudden everybody wants, I want information, I want information. It happens on the backside in direct messenger, private messenger, where you're starting to engage, you're creating these relationships. You'll even have people that are liking your stories that aren't friends. So you can send them a friend request, or somebody that you've never talked to that's a friend. Hey, so great to meet you. Thank you for accepting my friend request. I see that you liked my story in Facebook, and then go out to their profile and find something that's interesting and ask them a question about it. The magic happens in direct messenger. So that's why stories are so important, and there's a sense of urgency with them. Have fun with them. Honestly, be authentic. I'm here for any questions. Keep them simple. Keep them simple, because if you have too much stimulation on them, they will be out. Nobody will watch them. So there you go. I'm here for any questions. Have a great day.